Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Alex, as most of you would know. I will be the host for tonight's AMA, and we have here at Phoenix Holdings the BSC Flip team. And you guys, you have the floor. Please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about the project itself.
All right, so my name's Keegan. I'm the owner of Crypto Frogs. It's basically a call group I started on August 3rd, 2021. So I've been established in the space for quite a long time. We've done a numerous amount of great calls and stuff like that. So we decided we wanted to take upon our hands and create something that is different than just calls. We wanted to create our own project, as that's usually what all these big call channels, what they're doing is that they're making their own project. They want to put their name, they want to solidify their name right in the space. So we decided BSC Flip would be an absolute great idea. So I'm going to let my colleague.
Yeah, so I'm Neutron. I'm actually with him right now. So I want to apologize again for keeping you guys waiting. We got a bit confused because we're in a different time zone. So I guess there was just a bit of a miscommunication with that. But yeah, I've been with Crypto Frogs for about 8 months now. Been working very, very closely with all the guys, and I've been working very, very hard on BSC Flip. So we have been working on this project since our last project, which was about a month ago. And I've put in pretty much every single hour of every single day that I have had into this. And we've been working extremely, extremely hard to get this thing off the ground. And we have done so now. Now, one thing, our private sale is just closed last night, and right now we're kind of in a period where we're just finalizing our DApp. So our DApp is fully functioning now, and we are going to be releasing the beta testing soon to the private sale holders, as well as a bit of a sneak peek at what the DApp is going to actually look like and how it's going to play. But yeah, I'm ready to start with any questions.
All right. So first of all, before we get into any questions, just to explain what the project is entirely. So the main idea stemmed from, I know if you guys are aware, everyone here, the BSC space is just full of cheats. So constantly everyone is trying to get that 1.5 to 2x, and they just kill the chart, and that ultimately kills projects. So I stemmed the idea was, imagine you could basically double your money, or basically double your money or nothing, by using a coin flip. So you either pick heads or tails, and you either double your money or nothing by just one click. So instead of like you constantly monitoring the chart and stuff like that, looking for that 1.5 to 2x, you could easily just click a button, and you could either double your money or get nothing back. So we thought it would be a great idea to solidify, and basically on the BSC, the Binance Smart Chain, there's no dApps. Like there's no dApps that are fully functional. The only, I guess, like quote unquote softwares that are being used is like chart softwares, but there's no like the play to earn games are like, they're very, I don't know, how do you say it? Like unprofessional. They're very, they just don't provide a real use case. So.
Exactly. And another thing, with BSC Flip, we're trying to create something that is very, very sustainable, and something that is very, very user friendly. So for people who are even new to DeFi and new to the BSC, we're trying to create something that is very easy for someone to come in and just connect their wallet and play on the site. You will be able to play on the site with about 3 to 4 clicks. You will be able to flip the coin and double your money. So we are making this as easy as possible for the people who want to come play on our site to flip their money. And one, like, I'm sure many people may be wondering, well, the token that we have linked to this site is something that is basically going to be the main source of funds for marketing, and is going to be basically the backbone of the project. So you will be able to flip not only your BNB and BUSD, but you will also be able to flip your BSC Flip tokens. You do not need to hold BSC Flip tokens to play on the site. So that's just something I want to get out of the way. This website is going to be available to everyone. But we are going to have, within the site, we have a few little fees so there's a 3.5% fee for marketing and for team, and then we have a 0.5% buyback fee. So every single day, 0.5% of basically all money that is, or all of the money that is flipped on the site gets put into a pool and basically goes into a buyback, into a separate wallet where we buy back the token, and every dip just gets eaten pretty much immediately, because I'm sure we are going to have more volume on the site than on the token, because this is a very new idea in the BSC. And from what we've seen, from like what our analysts on our team have kind of showed us, that this site has potential to get over $1 million a day flipped. And if that's the case, then our token will literally just be a one fat green line.
Yeah, it's going to be like a $50,000 buy, because 0.5% of 1 million is, what was that?
Yeah,
that's 50,000. Yeah. So, it's a really big number, and obviously we're just going to be doing that when the chart dips, but you're going to see basically daily active pumps. And it's, especially if you're in the pre-sale or if you're in the private sale, like you're basically guaranteed, I guess, money, because our hype's going to be huge. We're established in the space. We did a project for fun. We did a DGen meme project for fun, and literally
that was insane.
In one candle, we had $300,000 of volume. The first candle, the first candle had $300,000 of volume. So this just proves, and we literally had one paid caller. That's it. That's literally it. So
500 people in a voice chat.
There was 500 people. There was 500 people on BSC, crazy. And it was absolutely crazy.
But that project was like a same day type of, like, literally just had an idea to make a project, made a little DGen play, and with that we realized everywhere we went wrong with that. We actually got a developer from a very, very, very large tech corporation, which he personally, I don't think, has come out to say which company he works for, but I'm sure he will very soon. But yeah, we have probably the best developer that is available in the BSC right now, that we managed to get on our hands a couple weeks ago to work on our DApp and our token contract. So literally the most Seifu dev you will ever see in your life. This guy pretty much just does he eats, breathes, and shits. It's basically coding. And he's a guy that has really put our team together and is likely the best dev that is available right now in the BSC.
100%. So yeah.
Wow, you guys, don't get me wrong. The reason why I haven't said anything so far isn't because you guys bored me or I wasn't paying attention. Is because when people start off this excited, I just like to let them talk, let them express themselves, and I kind of get all the emotions that you guys wanna share with us. So that's the reason why I haven't interrupted so far. Now, before we go ahead and discuss, because I have so many questions already in mind on the token, I won't make any comment on the dev. I think I may have an idea of who he is, but again, it doesn't even matter. If you guys think it's safe and you know what you got yourself into, it could be who I'm thinking of, or it could be 50 other guys. I've seen projects, just as a comment, because you were making a crucial point there. The BSC space right now is lacking volume, or not the volume as much of the interest, for various reasons. We're not going to get into that as well. We'll see what we can develop, or what we can get developed to us as potential investors. The problem lately is that people are impatient. They just need to. They're going to sell within the first, I'll say, 3 candles. And that's, for some projects, that's probably a lot. And then they're gone. They don't even care about the rebase. They don't care about marketing, if any plans, and so on and so forth. And for you to mention so many details, I hope you can inspire them. Not to mention you had another project. Would you care to name that project, or would you like it to be anonymous and we will move on?
I can give you guys the name. The project we had before was Floppa Inu. It was you can go take a look right now. I don't think you'll be able to find the chart on PooCoin. I might be able to send you the contract. But yeah, it was a very, very like last minute. We basically came up with the idea the same day to do the project, and I had an idea of basically going in the voice chat and just playing a bunch of music really, really loud. And me and my buddy put on some ski masks and like turned on our camera, and like everyone was going crazy. We had 500 people in the voice chat,
over 500,
over 500 people in the voice chat, and it was the most botted project I've ever seen in my life. We had, I think, one green candle, and it just instantly dipped or instantly dumped to like 50K. We had 300. Yeah. I think it was like $150,000 of volume in 20 seconds. And it was I was not prepared for that at all. I thought we were going to have I wanted this to be I was just expecting a slow and organic growth. And I learned a lot from that project. And it was probably one of the most stressful days of my life. I cannot lie. But yeah, I learned a lot from that project. And from that, we decided to hire basically an entire consulting team for this project. Hired a brand new developer because that developer we were working with before was very, he was not trustworthy at all. He has basically quit the BSC space right now. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him, but his name was The Plug. Basically just not a pretty shitty guy. He did a lot of shady stuff with our contract, and yes, so we dropped him, and we got a basically completely new team, a bunch of consultants for this, and we're making sure this project goes nothing but smooth.
Yeah. So basically, stemming back from the point, it was so when I said before about the whole BSC Jeets being a thing where you could just double your money or nothing. Originally, the idea stemmed from we were going to do it on Phantom. The Phantom Eco Chain, because Phantom at the time was popping off. It seemed like a great idea. We were going to call it Spooky Coin Flip. We had already bought the domain and everything for that, but the TPS was the issue. So with BSC, the TPS which means it stands for transactions per second. The BSC is the lowest. It's literally 70 to 100 TPS per second, which is extremely slow. Solana, for example, is 3,000 transactions per second. Phantom is over 10K. So that was the main problem that we weren't able to do it on BSC because the Solidity was quite similar. Solidity it stands for coding, basically it's basically the same as Ethereum, and Ethereum and the BSC are quite, I guess, easier to code rather than let's say Solana or Phantom or AVAX. But so basically we decided to go with BSC because the dev that was able to write such a gas efficient contract that it's literally it's perfect. Literally the DApp is absolutely perfect. The code is absolutely perfect. And we have big plans to move over also, not just BSC, but there's a lot of Chronos stuff happening, a lot of ADA stuff happening. So we're going to have definitely not just CoinFlip on the BSC, but CoinFlip on these bigger chains. AVAX, you're going to see us on Chronos, 100%. Chronos is probably our next one that we're going to bridge over to. And also not just Chronos, AVAX, Phantom. We're going to be on all the big chains. And also what I also wanted to mention was, I just had a brain fart, my bad. What was I literally about to say? Holy crap.
The cross chain.
Yeah. So the cross chain we thought was a great idea, and it's definitely going to be in the works. And also, what we also have planned is right as soon as the launch happens, we're going to start to integrate player versus player. So in reality, because it's a 50% chance of you doubling your money or nothing, obviously based on statistics and probability. Sometimes some days there's like a 2.5% chance of everyone winning 70% of the flips. So we decided to integrate a new game that's going to be coming out at about 2 weeks after we anticipated. That's going to basically allow the user to bet against another player. So in reality, one person loses the money. but it's imagine you versing your friend for $50 of BNB, right? Or imagine you versus like playing against Travelad or like Caesar.
Yeah,
or
so
like
I'm gonna cut in here really quick, but yeah. So with the player versus player, we are going to have, so when you link your wallet to your to the site, when we release this, we are going to have an option to create a user profile, and you can remain anonymous, or you can create a name. And for things like influencers, call channels, etc., you'll be able to get a verified profile with a blue check mark. And when you're flipping against other people in the player versus player section, you can basically create a game, and you will be able to play against. You'll be able to play against your friends. You'll be able to send people an invite link to your game if you want to flip against them. And yeah, this is something that's going to be coming very, very soon after launch. No more than 2 to 3 weeks. Just basically enough time to build more hype. And what we're trying to do with this is, in the future, so after player versus player, another 2 to 3 weeks after that, we're gonna integrate a new game mode. And 2 to 3 weeks after that, we're gonna integrate a new game mode. And we're still going to keep it as simple as possible, with a very user-friendly experience, so that we can still have new people coming through the site. And
yeah, not just crypto people. So we're just gonna have like simple games like rock paper scissors, stuff like that. So basically, the thing about projects that makes them so successful is, Neutron was actually telling me, we were eating lunch earlier, and he was telling me about how stuff that that has a lot of features but is very, very simple. So he mentioned about the iPhone. The iPhone it's very small. It replaces a watch, it replaces a calendar, it replaces apps. It allows you to create apps. You could download apps. You could do a bunch of all these other stuff. So we want to have something that's simple, super, super simple. It's a simple idea. Flip a coin, double or nothing your money. But we also want to have other game modes that are super, super simple, just like, rock paper scissors. Or we were thinking of this other game. We were thinking about, like, if you guys ever watched Squid Game, where it's either the tempered glass you click, you go on, or it's the real glass. So let's say you go on the tempered glass, you double your money, and you could double it again, risk your chances again. So it's basically stuff like that we think that it has mad potential. And there's stuff that on the BSC, and the BSC is just full of gamblers in general. So imagine something integrating, instead of going to Roulette, double your the 50% chance of you doubling your money. Go on BSC Flip,
Yeah.
So also, Alex, we have another team member on. His name's Alan. Yeah, he just raised up his hand.
Yep. Just saw him right now. Didn't want to interrupt you. I saw his hand. Hey, Alan. Hey, welcome.
How you guys doing?
So this is Alan.
Great.
I'm gonna let him introduce himself. He's another team member of BSC Flip. So take it away.
Hey guys. Sorry for being late to this. I actually completely forgot, but it's okay. So yeah, my name's Alan. I've been with CryptoFrogs for about 2-3 months now. My role in the project is mainly outsourcing connections, dealing with private sale and pre-sale, which has already been done, private sale, and securing partnerships with influencers and cool channels and just cool people. So yeah, not much to it really, but I'm kind of just helping out with the things that need help with. And yeah, glad to be on the team.
Well, happy to have you here, Alan, with us tonight. Thanks for your introduction. If I understand correctly,
lovely to meet you guys.
Before. Oh yeah, definitely. It's a pleasure to have everybody from the team. It's quite a unique project. I'll actually make my comments a bit later, because there are so many things that we actually I let the team speak most of this AMA, because I explain to them. I can feel the passion, and I wouldn't feel comfortable just interrupting them with, so when this and when that and how about this and that. So I just waited for them to kind of present the initial utility. Then they dived in more. They got so excited. I felt like a documentary, if I may. I swear to God, if I had some food and a glass of whiskey, perfect night. Let me just tell you. So you kind of missed that, Alan, but
Oh,
you
well,
know that
it's
better.
okay. Of course.
Okay. But yeah, but back to the token itself, to the not to the token. I feel like this is more than a token. We're not looking at a meme coin. Um, for you guys, it's been there, done that. Um, I mean, you basically can get your can get a 2x, because that's what we were talking about. Just like that. So you click, it's a 50-50 chance, of course. You get it or you lose it. But what I'm more interested in, because as I've said, it may sound simple, it may sound rudimentary to some of the guys out there, but to me, this is genius, man. I mean, people out there, or let's say developers out there, are trying to impress with fancy graphics and alpha tests and beta tests. And again, I'm not rude to anybody, but I've hosted many AMAs and I've seen so many projects. At that time, they seemed so interesting. I wonder, where are they now? All with their fancy graphics and so on and so forth. So my point is, I think this is what we need within the BSC space, within crypto. We need to make things simple. The utility is there. This is what you can do, but let's make it simple. Let's make it user friendly. That's why I think, and at the moment, maybe over 1,500 active games on various blockchains, Solana, Ethereum, FTM, you name it. All of them have blockchain games. The problem is people try to overthink it and they overdo it. And at some point, either lack of funds or lack of ideas, or how should I beat my competition, or you're already launched and you're failing within the chart, there's not enough traction. And this is what I've loved from the beginning, because I was looking through your website. It's all out there. It's simple. So that's my first glance of it. I hope you guys understand that by simple, I don't mean it's basic. I mean it's pure genius. This is what I think we need in the space right now. We need something simple that has utility, that is appealing to everybody out there. And here comes my first question, because probably 50% of this AMA is already sleepy because of my long comments. Let's wake up. And this is my question. You guys mentioned that you don't need to have the token itself to play the game. Is that correct? And if so, how will this work?
Yeah. So wait, sorry, I didn't hear the entire question. Could you repeat that again? My bad.
No, for sure. What I wanted to know is, how is the plan developed and thought? Since I don't need to purchase your token, so I can just go into BSC Flip. I can flip my coins, as in BNB, BUSD, whatever, and move out. But what's gonna cause traction and provide the funds for you to survive if I don't need to purchase your token?
Okay, so basically, great question, by the way. I'm sure a lot of people in the AMA also have this same exact question. So why buy the token? So basically, when you buy the token, you're owning part of the company. So think of it as a DAO. So all these Ethereum projects and stuff like that, when you buy and you hold their NFTs, you're part of a DAO. You're part of the community itself, and you're able to say a word and what you want to the community or the entire project to do next. So as your role of holding the token and stuff like that, not only are you being part of an amazing community of the BSC flippers, but you also have a say in of basically what games you want us to implement next, or what do you want? Use more user friendly? Do you guys want like a chat? Let's say, do you want some, like, basically these little things to make the site absolutely perfect? And with the ever demand of the BSC and stuff like that, we're currently in a bull market. The price is constantly going to rise, and as more traction comes in, we're already reaching out to YouTubers. We're already reaching out to these big influencers that will play our game on their Twitch stream. So basically, based on that, the price should realistically keep going up, and especially with the buyback and stuff like that. Imagine a $50,000 buy going in almost every single day into the chart. That is absolutely mental.
And to
So
add to that as well, it's not
yeah,
just the fact that you can vote on what you want, it's the fact that you can also unlock more features with the more tokens you hold. So we're
exactly.
thinking in the near future, obviously not everything can be developed instantly on launch, but owning a certain amount of tokens will get you access to more features on the website in future. So the stuff that you guys vote for, when you hold the token, you can have special access. Like for example, let's say we decide to host a flipping competition, and whoever flips the most or whoever wins the most in flips gets a cash prize or BNB prize.
Yeah.
So you'll have access to that. Like if we do like tournaments, we're thinking about that in the future. You'll
And
have access to that as well, along with extra cosmetics and just general extra features on the website that some people may want to have.
yeah, and also we have NFTs as well being made. So if you do basically a hold amount of tokens, you get airdropped a BSC flip NFT. And also we also plan to integrate. We already have this in the works, by the way. Basically, I forgot to mention this because I think this was actually a great point. We have a Discord server, right? But based on the amount of we're currently coding so that based on the amount of tokens that you hold, you get access to certain chats. So think of it as like an alpha, or like I guess in an NFT space, it's called alpha, but being access to the Crypto Frogs private group. So we will post plays sometimes before we post it on our main channel. Our main channel has 7,000 subs, and like our engagement is crazy. Literally, when we put out a coin, it goes from like 30K market cap to easily 150K in one candle. That's the power of Crypto Frogs. Our community is absolutely amazing, and they're like the greatest people, and like they're basically changed my life entirely. And if I'm able to create a project that provides utility, that's simple, it's like they're like you should see our BSC flip chat. It's everyone's profile picture is the BSC flip logo.
Yeah.
It's literally, if you go to the chat,
We got people in here with the BSC flip.
there's literally people in here with the BSC flip, a couple people. But if you go to our BSC flip Telegram group, everyone is pumped for this project. Everyone is absolutely excited for this project. So you go on the Telegram, you see everyone. Everyone has their profile picture, like, and obviously you can distinguish the team because as you can see, me and
the team has the black background. Usually, community has the yellow background.
The yellow background.
And one thing I also wanted to add for this, for why hold the token. So again, we want to keep it. Like one thing that I personally want to make sure is that the token is not a necessity. The token is an option, and a very, very good option. So you can come and play on the site without the token perfectly fine with no issues. But if you hold the token, you will get special benefits. You will get VIP access to chats. You will get your own chat on the website for token holders. You will get access to a lot of our site's analytics. You will get access to our marketing plans. You will get access to numerous different things that regular people who are just coming just to play on the site will not. And a lot of those things that you will get access to will make you money. I'll just put it that simply. I can't really reveal a lot of the things that are coming because they are still in development and nothing is in terms of that is set in stone, but we are working on a lot. I am going to tell you again, we have the best developer in the entire BSC working on this. We have a lot planned for this. So
yeah. And also, I think, especially for the average person listening to this right now, they might think it's a little bit overwhelming. That it's a lot of stuff going on. We're all over the space, but that's completely untrue. We have over 10 team members. It's just me and Neutron are like, we oversee everything, so we understand everything to its full consent and full outreach, I guess. But everything is done. We do everything for a specific reason. I feel like not to toot my own horn or anything, but like my ideas and stuff like that I come up with, it's absolutely perfect. And the stuff, and if we execute it, absolutely amazing. We have an amazing team and stuff like that. It's like there's no way that this can go any other way besides literally straight to the moon. And there's no gambling. There's nothing on the BSC. You'll see nothing on the BSC that has dApps, that's constantly updating and stuff like that. And like all these huge hype projects are like it's all these graphics. They want to focus on graphics. They want to focus on all these other stuff. Play to earn. Okay, play to earn is huge. But what about the gambling space? There's nothing on gambling on the BSC. So rather than you just putting your money into Roobet, turning it into Ethereum, sending it from your Coinbase wallet to your Roobet, or go to stake or play Crash.
Let alone gas fees. Sorry, fucking hell. ETH gas fees. Sorry with my language, but ETH is.
Yeah, the gas fees are absolutely insane, especially for Ethereum and stuff like that. You're paying like a lot of money just to
It's just long. Like just double your money in 2 clicks instead of transferring it a million times. Doesn't make sense.
Exactly. So it's super simple. I'm sure you guys know what Squid Lounge is. Everyone on Squid Lounge was so excited to hear about this project. They told us themselves. Squid Lounge is basically a huge community group. There's over 4,000 people. There's constantly 500 messages per second on there.
It's crazy.
But they were super excited about the project, and they're in full support, and they're definitely going to be doubling or nothing their BNB. So yeah, that's basically the thing of the project. Alex, do you have any questions for us?
Any questions? Oh, come on, you underestimate me. Okay, for the people out there to understand, and again, it's not financial advice. Most of the people in here know me. I don't short sell myself or any other token, and I'm pretty hard to impress. What I think it's gonna make this one succeed, and again, set your expectations, people. It's not gonna happen overnight. What I mean by that is, sure, everybody expects to be rich overnight, but the thing with this type of project, in my opinion, is that the longer it keeps on moving, the better it's gonna be for the team, for the investors, for pretty much everybody. So I think an organic growth is better than to instantly see a 50x up and a 52x down. Again, it all comes down to to the space itself, because BSC is what it is currently. Now, because we keep talking about gambling. Yes, there were some of the tokens. There were some tokens that tried casino style tokens. Aside for the fact that, in my opinion, it's pretty hard to market something like that. And let me share with everybody why I say this. I'm giving you the opportunity to play at the casino with BNB and win BNB. You already have like 50 websites, if not even more, where you can play with dollars and earn dollars, or euros and earn euros, or whatever currency is in the country that you live in. So that was the problem, in my opinion, with the casinos. Why should I try to learn the crypto space when I can gamble away strictly with my dollars? In your case, whole different story, because you're not trying to be the casino. You're trying to be the gamble, to bring the, how should I say, the fear, if I may, within the investors as well, because that tension, for me at least, I don't know, call me crazy, but when I invest in a token and I go big, I just love all the emotions that I go through. Like, it goes up 50%. God, I'm almost rich. It goes down 50%. Shit, I should have sold it. Stuff like that, up and down, like a roller coaster. That's what I love about the space, and that's what I think it's gonna make you guys succeed. Correct me if I'm wrong, of course. It's again, it's just my opinion, but I think the community, as you said, and the fact that you got so many people that are backing you, success. That's what I see. And wow, so many hands raised. You guys into this? I can feel it.
Great point you mentioned about literally yesterday. I called on our we got some, like, not insider info, but like basically my friend was making a token. He's done some really good plays. I told Alan, I'm like, yo, bridge a BNB. I'll send you a BNB. Put in a max bag for me, 20K market cap, right? And literally today, it hit a 1 mil in less than it's been like, what, 14 hours.
It's been 14 hours.
So
I don't know.
yeah, it was crazy. Right now it's at like around 700K. We haven't sold or anything, but it's an absolute. I literally couldn't sleep. I went to bed at 5:30 a.m. last night, and then since I go to university, Neutron was like, "Yo, wake up, wake up!" I was still sleeping because I was up so late. But it's an amazing feeling. Literally, another I could say another example. I got into this Zilla. I think it's like Baby Zilla, something like that. We got in like at 15K. We sold at like 300K, something like that.
Hey, I didn't sell yet. Don't bad mouth.
Oh yeah, sorry. I did. My bad. Hold on. Let me do a great example. Hold up.
I still have like a lot of B&B in there. Just saying.
Yeah. Sorry. What was another one? Oh, Kyubi. Sorry, that was the one I was thinking of. But I put in like $2,500, and I just love it seeing the chart go up. It's currently at 36, close to 4,000. But I was super excited, super pumped, and yeah, obviously it's like I get the exhilarating feeling. So imagine yourself making that BNB in literally 3 clicks. Imagine like literally I was on the test net literally yesterday, and I was like, let me just put in a bean. Let's see what happens. So I put in a bean. I picked the right answer. Boom! I just got another BNB. I just made $500, almost $500. So yeah.
When's BNB gonna go back to all-time high though? I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing as well. So I think there's questions being asked.
Yeah, I was about to actually step in for the first time and interrupt you guys because I see that there are some questions in the chat and a lot of hands
but also
in the voice chat as well.
Quick thing. Could you unmute Sage? He's our private sale relationship management. Thing.
Just one more thing to add as well.
Thank you.
Frog spoke about not sleeping at like 5 a.m. If you guys want to know just how dedicated we've been to this project, I think for the past like 3 weeks, we probably got like 3 hours, 4 hours sleep a night. Like we've been working on this 24/7. It's not even like, we're not even kidding. No, we're super dedicated.
These are some great questions people are asking. 100%. Great questions.
Well, in the spirit of fairness, let's see. I'm gonna start with one question from the chat, then I'm gonna mute someone in the voice chat, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Until we hopefully exhaust all of them. Let me see. I didn't actually get the time. You guys put me on a different on a hard spot here because I wanted to figure out everything about the token. I was still in the website, but now I gotta read some questions. So I'm trying to multitask, which hopefully you guys can do better than me. I kind of got lost in your website reading all the details. So let's take the first question. Kelling B says, security is the first priority of all projects and platforms. How can users trust the security on BSC Flip? Do you have an audit certificate?
So it's by keying, right?
Yes, if we have an audit, currently we do not have an audit. We're not our smart contract is not audited. We're looking at possibly getting an audit after our pre-sale for our website contract. But yeah, that's something that we are possibly looking into. It is provably fair. We definitely will get some sort of audit, whether it's from CertIC or we'll just need to raise the funds for that first because an audit costs about, I think, 20,000.
No, it's around 50.
Yeah, it's 50,000 US, which is quite a bit. Our developer that we have right now, once he comes out and reveals his information, I don't think we'll need an audit. We will likely get one later down the line when we kind of just have the funding for that. But I don't think we will need one when our developer doxes himself, because it will. There's no one who's not going to trust the guy.
Yeah,
it's all I can say. But no, we are not audited right now, so that's something we are working on.
But the code is absolutely secure.
Yes.
There's no possible way of there being a breach because basically on Chainlink we're using a Chainlink VRF.
Oh yeah, that should have been what my first point was.
Yeah.
So we're using Chainlink VRF for the random factor of the contract to show that it's provably fair. So every single flip, there's going to be a link to the Chainlink VRF transaction, and you will be able to see on the blockchain that your flip was provably 50-50.
Yeah, great question. Thank you, Keelan.
Indeed. Okay, so let's see. I'm just gonna take it on a random Hustler. Hustler, you are unmuted, and please, respect the others, and let's make it one question per person if that's okay with everybody, so that we get to answer as many questions as possible, of course.
Yeah.
Hustler, go ahead.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, what's up, man?
Good. My question is regarding, I just checked your website looking into how to play the I don't know how to call it. Is it a game or just you stake on one side? How does it work?
Okay, so basically it's a flip. So think of it as you flipping a coin, right? You put in, there's a bunch of buttons that were going to be available on the DApp. Basically, you pick, I don't know, you want to bet 0.05 BNB, 0.1 BNB, 0.25 BNB, 0.5 BNB, and then 1 BNB. So there's going to be about 5 options you could pick. You're going to pick either heads or tails, and then you're going to pick one of those options. So let's say I want to do 0.1 BNB. You're going to click, let's say I want heads. I'm clicking on heads. I click on 0.1 BNB, and then there's a flip button at the thing. And once you flip it, there's gonna be a little animation, a little GIF that comes up with a little hand or something like that. We're still getting the GIFs made, but it's gonna be a little hand flipping a coin, and it's gonna either land on heads or tails. So it's basically a game. I wouldn't say it's play to earn because it's not because it's gambling, but yeah.
So how
hopefully
do we
that
determine
answered your question.
I say, how do we determine the winner?
How do you find the winner? Well, if you just pick heads or tails, it's a 50-50 chance, right?
Okay.
Yep. All right, thanks.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks as well, Hustler, for the question. And as I've said, just a quick comment. This is successful because it's simple. I don't want to waste any more time. Let's go to the next person in the chat. Braveheart, you are unmuted. Please ask your question.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you. What's up?
My question is about your project.
Yeah.
There is a lot of projects outside there with a great dream to become a win-win situation. So in such a competitive environment, how do you plan to scale and develop your project to a greater height, enable to reach to the moon? And how can you differentiate yourself from your competitors in terms of technology and customer support? You get?
Okay, so obviously the first thing to mention is that if you go on YouTube and you type in DApp creation BSC, there's nothing on YouTube. You won't see anything. So I wouldn't say competition is a very I guess good word to say, because there's no competition. Basically, we're creating the space. There's obviously going to be clones that are going to rival us. But guarantee you with the team that we have and specific stuff like that, it's not going to happen. And the other point you mentioned with where we think it was going to go to the moon, steady organic growth. We have hype, obviously. Our Crypto Frogs page is huge. It's I would say it's probably one of the most engaging Telegram groups in the world at the moment. And also, what else was it? Oh yeah, and also with the buyback, I mentioned the buyback. With the token, every single day there's going to be a buyback. So when the chart dips a little bit, we won't say when, we're going to just pump the chart. Imagine 30 grand, 40 grand going right into the chart in one green candle. That's basically going to start. And based on buybacks, based on statistics, buybacks have been proven to cause FOMO. So everyone wants to be in before the buyback, before the 30 grand pump,
Yeah.
So stuff like that, So yeah, hopefully that answered your question.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. Nice project.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks as well to everybody here. Think about it this way, and I think if each and every one of us has seen the situation where a friend or an acquaintance or someone in a Telegram group asks, what do you guys think about this token? And that token is already up 30, 40, 50%. They are already considering a purchase on it, but they just need an approval or a push from someone. And if I say to that someone, I'm already in or I will buy, they're going to buy as well. And that's how it goes. It's a vicious circle. So there you go. That's an organic traction within the chart. So yeah. Again, just a small comment. I don't know if you guys agree or not, but that's the way I see it.
Yeah, we definitely agree. Because but we see this as, especially if it's 50-60% up, but you could see the most case for most of these Bitcoins. I'll give it a good example, because especially with these high market cap coins, a lot of volume has to be pumped in to double the price. So realistically, I wouldn't compare us to Bitcoin, but for example, Bitcoin, it would take a lot of volume to pump Bitcoin to 2x, and obviously it takes a long time. Actually, I'll use a better example. Croge. Croge had super hype. It's basically the meme coin of Kronos. Our good friend, actually, he's one of our partners for BSC Flip. He runs Croge, and it's at 40 mil market cap right now. And it's just a meme coin. It's just a degen meme coin, and what they plan to do and stuff like that. They didn't realize they were really going to get that much fun, so they're going to integrate stuff with it. But imagine us. We're not even a meme coin. We're a complete utility coin, and if we get streamers involved, you have never seen a coin on the BSC that involves streamers, like big YouTubers, stuff like that. Not like those guys on YouTube with 5,000 subs that are like, oh, I'm gonna pump this coin. This coin is doing 100x. You're gonna see these big YouTubers,
big dogs.
Big dogs. We have connections all across the music space. And yeah, one of our members is actually what's the proper word for it? It's like a.
I think we'll leave that. We'll leave that out for now. I think we're going to be revealing a lot of stuff down the line. But you guys have a lot. You guys have a lot in store. We have a lot in store for this. We're shooting for the big dogs in terms of marketing and influencers. We definitely know that the biggest reach for gambling is definitely going to be YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah, 100%.
We're going for very, very big streamers and YouTubers to play on our site, and we already we're in talks with some people right now, and you guys could be expecting that within even the next month.
Yeah, 100%.
It will be awesome, man. It will be awesome. One of my past pleasures was to watch Bingo. Everybody knows the game of Bingo. At some point after the 4th or 5th round, it would have been me and 5 other guys out of a whole audience of 200, and I would just stay there and watch it. It gets boring as shit. Sorry for my English, but I don't know. It just fascinated me. So visualizing what others do, that's my logic here. Visualizing is actually attracting people to do it themselves. I'm a fan of Bingo just by seeing other people play. I would just join a couple of rounds and think about it. 3 for me, 5 for you, 7 for him, and so on and so forth. And we're back to the organic traction that I feel like I'm making the same point, just various other reasons to make it. Yeah, for sure. Sorry to the team, and to whoever I've rugged some time from them. Boomer Light, because you wanted to ask, please go ahead and ask your question, sir. 1 question per person, please.
Hello, Alex. Can you hear me?
Hi, what's up, man?
I'm cool, bro. How you doing?
I'm good, and you?
Okay. My question really. First of all, thanks for the great opportunity, and also I do commend you guys for the great presentation. Yeah. So I've been listening to a presentation. Yeah, and it's a very great presentation. So I would like to ask a question in terms of the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see, when people find it difficult to access a game, you see, they tend to lose. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you. What's up?
So, like I
Continue.
was saying, yeah, when people find it difficult to access a game, they tend to lose interest in the game. So, my question to you is, how accessible is the game, and how easy to play is the game?
So basically, simplicity was our main goal with this project. Make something simple that's user friendly and can make money for people. So coin flip was a perfect example. We were thinking of rock paper scissors, but rock paper scissors, there's 3 options, so it's a little bit harder to code. So we were thinking of doing that later down the line. But simple games, flip a coin, either heads or tails. You double your money or nothing. So it's basically the easiest type of gambling you could really think of. And it's definitely like no other like gambling, I guess, chains have really thought of something like as simple as like that. They usually think of like mines or, Crash. It's another big example. But yeah, I think that's the answer that you're looking for. It's just something basically simplicity. That's our main goal. So, yeah.
Yeah. But is it possible for me to buy your game items without?
Buy in-game items. We actually
Yeah,
not
possible
thought
for me
about that, but
to,
what are you thinking of in-game items? Like,
like
what?
game items? Is it
Yeah,
possible
like I mean,
for me
like
to buy?
like your avatar and stuff like that.
We do have NFTs coming. I mean, those have been in the works for a while. But any in-game items we have will be through NFTs.
Yeah.
So that is something that we have put a bit of thought into. Obviously, microtransactions and even in the NFT space are like kind of like it's something that definitely intrigues a lot of people, but it's something that won't be available for at least a few weeks. We're gonna have to put more time into that and put more thought into it before we can really speak on too much about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, you have really given me a great answer. I love this answer. Yeah, about the game. I love this answer, and also, nice project. Yeah, and
Thank
also,
you,
I would
man.
love to.
Thank you.
I would love to participate in more of your project. Yeah, because it's really a great one. I do love your project a lot, and also, Alex, thanks for this great opportunity. Yeah, thank you a lot.
Thank you for your question.
Yeah.
Definitely. Thanks as well. Trust me, guys, I'm hyped as well. I see so many questions in the chat that have been already answered. And while I will allow, hopefully, each and every one of you to speak in the voice chat, I'll try to answer the ones in the chat that have already been covered. So this being said, let me see. I was targeting someone. Cookie Trader, you are unmuted. Please ask your question.
Hello, yeah, thanks for the great opportunity. Okay, so my question is, can you tell me about your listing plus, especially the ones involving major exchange, CX and DEX, and also what types of partnership are you looking for, and what value will they bring?
So you mentioned something about exchanges. So obviously, exchanges are no doubt. We were actually thinking about it. We were at lunch and we're like, "Yo, how much market cap do we need to get listed on Coinbase or like Crypto.com, stuff like that?" But there's no doubt CMC and CG are easily first week. Coinbase and stuff like that, we can't say a definite number, but we know
I'm sure it will be very, very possible to get on
It's not-
centralized exchanges with the way things are looking right now. I almost have no doubt that we will, at least. But that's looking about a month, two, maybe even 3 months down the line.
You're looking for quite a few months down the line if you want to get on like Crypto.com.
Yeah.
I mean, without saying too much, I know someone that works in Binance, so we might be able to get a listing on there, but obviously that would take a lot of time, a lot of planning.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's definitely a possibility, but obviously not anytime soon after launch.
But yeah, you'll see CG and CMC first week, no doubt. So that obviously brings in volume. Another big one is Crypto.com is actually not as difficult as people think to get listed on. I've had a project done where it hit like 3 mil market cap and they got listed on Crypto.com. It should be hard. I have an insider connect for Crypto.com, so that should be relatively very easy as well. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, thanks for this great answer. And also thanks, Alex, for this great opportunity.
Yeah, no problem. Good
Thank
question.
you, man.
Thank you. Great.
Appreciate the question.
Definitely. Much love from me. Thanks for the question. Let's see. Legendary Gods, you are unmuted. Please ask your question.
Hello, Alex. Thanks for the opportunity. So, how you doing? Good evening.
Hi.
Good, man.
Good evening. Good evening.
Oh yeah. So okay. Thanks, buddy. So this is a really great project. Actually, the game is a really nice one with all the utility it has. So yeah. So I gotta ask, every investor want to make profits. Those is a game. For me to have fun while playing the game. So I would like to know what are the methods or streams of generating revenue for the game investors? So that's my question. You get it?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like your mic is quite muffled.
Could you repeat the question?
Could you repeat the question? Yeah. Maybe try
Okay.
putting a little bit away from the mic. Yeah.
Is this better? Is this better?
I a little bit. I don't know. Try asking the question again. Let me see if I could understand it.
Okay, so I was saying, I would like to know, what are the methods or streams of generating revenue from the game? That was my question.
Oh, mainstream revenue. Okay. So obviously that's going to be part of it's going to be there's a tax on every buy and sell. It's 12% buy, 12% sell. And basically we're going to have marketing from the coin as well as the certain amount of percentage that we're going to get from every transaction that gets sent on the BSC flip. So 3.5% of every transaction gets sent it's going to be 1.7% to the house to the house wallet and 1.8% to marketing. So we're either going to flip it over, but that's basically it. So every $100 that someone puts in, around $1.70, $1.75 will be used for marketing. So to just understand the extreme of it, let's say there's 10,000, let's say $1 million. $1 million is flipped on the site. That's $100,000 every day for marketing. No, that's 10%. My bad. $10,000. My bad. But yeah.
Oh yeah, so beautiful. So you meant about your tokens. So the locked ones, when are they gonna be unlocked? Is it a couple of years, a month?
Sorry.
Currently, he's asking about the locked tokens, the remaining tokens.
The LP lock.
The LP lock.
Yeah, they will be
that's
locked.
going to be locked for
how long? 365
5 years.
days.
I don't know, 10 years, whatever.
I think we're starting off locking it for 1 year.
The original is 365 days, as you can see on later on. It will be available on our page. It will be available. The immediate lock is 365 days. After that lock allocation, we'll be speaking to our highest shareholders and discussing with them what is best, if it's another 5 years or 10 years after that.
Oh yeah, so beautiful. But you got a really nice utility in the game. So yeah, best of luck on your project, buddy. Thanks, Alex. Have a nice day.
Thank you,
man.
Thank you so much for your question. Sorry, guys, to chime in real quick. I was in earlier. My colleague did introduce me. I would be the personal relationship manager for our private sale investors and our private investors. Sorry, I got cut out earlier. I kind of got booted by accident, but I'm back now. Happy to help any way that I can.
Awesome. Thanks a lot for that, Sage. We kind of got the private part when you joined. We understood that you handle the private sales and probably more than that, but we didn't actually get to know each other. So yeah, happy to have you here as well. Let's see. Okay, Jubenga, please ask your question. You are already unmuted.
Hi, brother.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, very good. Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. Always to this team. I need to commend you on this great project. I love the idea behind your project. You've actually answered the questions very good. I just have a clarification. Yeah, I discovered you are having your proof sales in a couple of days. That should be 11th of this month. And presently, the community of your Telegram, the community members are just very few. And I understand the impact of community in every project. I actually don't know. I would love you to share with us the plan you're having in having more community. And I don't know if you're having other community aside from Telegram. I would love you to share with us the plan you're having with respect to community, because community is very, very essential in every project. And if you're having the community with respect to time, then how would you love to sustain the project for a very long time to make a good APY with the long run? Because I discovered you're having just 1% of the liquidity log, and if the communities grow up, how will you sustain the community so that the project will drain out of liquidity? Because I've seen a situation whereby some projects have a great community after launch, and at the end of the day, the liquidity is not enough for investors. When the investors want to sell out their token, it will tell them not enough liquidity. How will you plan to sustain this project so that the investors will be very safe, they won't run out of loss while investing in your projects? I would love the clarification in that aspect. Best of luck.
Yeah, so you mentioned about why people would invest into our project. So we mentioned it a little bit before with the DAO, the entire community. And you mentioned about the community, how community is incredibly important. Imagine having a community that directly affects let's say our site goes huge, a $100 million business. Imagine being part of a community that you could have a say. Basically, imagine a shareholder. You're basically a shareholder of our company, but you're having direct access and you're able to talk to the team yourself and saying what you're voicing your concerns, or voicing what you like about the project, or what do you want to change about the project, or what do you want to add about the project. So constantly we're going to have Google Forms. You guys could run up your suggestions, stuff like that. And you mentioned about the liquidity pool and APY. So we have staking that's going to be implemented on day one, correct?
Yes, I believe that is correct.
Staking will be so you mentioned about APY. So obviously that staking allows people to hold on to their tokens, but it's not going to be something super crazy with APY. Is going to be absolutely insane, because that kills projects. And a lot of people, they see the big numbers like, oh, I'm going to get 1 million % APY. Examples, Time Wonderland. That's not going to happen with us because we want sustainability for this project, and we want to slowly moon the project. So yeah, but there's going to be staking available.
I appreciate the fact that you love the community to contribute to your project. But my part is the community. It has to be members you grow yourself, organic members you grow yourself. And presently, you're having your procedure in a couple of days, and you're having just a few community. So where are the people you plans to come together? You plans to put together to have the say to your project. How do you plans to build a strong community with respect to your pre-sales, after pre-sales, so that you can have a strong people that will be able to contribute, that will be able to raise their opinion to your project? I would love to know the plans you're having towards this.
Okay, so I think I'm getting what your question is. So basically, just to reiterate your point, what I said earlier about I own Crypto Frogs. It's a Telegram group of 7,000 people. The community is huge. The community is tight knitted. I've built a strong community based on the amount of months I've been working, and I'm literally one of the best marketers you'll ever see. I ran TikTok. I know how to run things efficiently, and I know how to do it basically the best as it could be possible without spending the most amount of money. So obviously all the funds are going to be used and stuff like that from the 1.7%, but everything is going to be carefully calculated. We don't rush things. We don't FOMO into things, because the especially like I'm not going to like sound cocky or arrogant or anything, but everything in like when I think about specific things, especially like when trading and stuff like that, my mind is it's very calm. It's very intelligent when thinking. I don't FOMO into plays. So I wouldn't FOMO into like a super quick investment or something like that seems that could greatly benefit the project without slowly talking to the team, stuff like that. So you won't see any of that. Community will be absolutely amazing. We know it because Crypto Frogs is like the best community on the BSC right now, or even on Telegram at the moment. But we have the best people and we have no doubt the community, as you can see, everyone on the BSC Flip chat has their profile picture is the BSC Flip logo. So that should say it all. So yeah.
Well, I think this is fantastic. I understand the fact that everybody have questions to ask on this great platform, but I just know I have a clarification as well. When you say investors that hold the token will have access to be added to VIP chats, and they will have access to create their own chats. So what would be my advantage if I create a chat? Will I be able to talk with the admin, or will I be able to communicate with my friends and family on your platform? What will be my advantage? And how much token will I be able to hold before I will be able to add to the VIP list?
I think we're like, I don't know the amount of percent, but we're thinking around 0.5% of the supply should be able to have a super active role.
It would depend on like the market cap of the token and the total liquidity, obviously, because the higher and higher we get, that would mean the less people would be able to contribute, and we want our community to kind of like we want there to be a big selling point of the token. So as we grow larger and larger and larger, we don't want people to be turned away from investing in the token because they won't have the opportunity to have a say. However, I don't think we should say anything in terms of how much of the tokens you'll need to be able to hold, but it won't be anything super significant.
To advance on what my colleague is saying there, I believe that what we will be doing is that the private sale investors definitely will get the best access. Like, we can't deny that, that's for sure. And to gain private sale access after the private sale, since now it's closed, you will probably have to hold a sustainable share of these tokens, right? That's just common sense. But also, as my colleague said, we don't have an exact number that we've decided you need to hold this much tokens to have your voice heard, because at the end of the day, we want everybody's voice heard, and everybody that's going to be investing is going to have a say. Yes, if you are a larger investor or an earlier investor, you will have more VIP access to team members and admins all the time to make it easier for you to do so. But even if you're not, you'll still have access to us, obviously not as frequently.
Okay, I think I understand that. Then I would love the community to, I would love the developers of this project to actually work very much on Telegram members, because Telegram members, they are easy to access. Whenever you have a process, you can easily create an AMA on Telegram. I would love it if you can have it in plan to have a Shilly group or like stuff like that, just to create more community on Telegram, because Telegram members, they are more strong, they are more reliable, and they can always reach at all time. I wish you best of luck in this project. This is actually a lovely project. I love that. Best of luck, guys.
Thank you very much for your question.
Thanks as well, Jabanga. Thanks, everybody. Now, unfortunately, we will need to bring this wonderful AMA to a stop, at least for now. So many questions have been asked, and so many haven't actually been answered. But I think you always have the opportunity to drop into their socials. Remember, Crypto Frogs. I mean, if people don't already know the channel, you guys should check it out. Yeah, they have quite a community there, knowledgeable and experienced. So yeah, you can definitely feel free to ask the questions into their chat. Now, how I usually like to end, I will make an ending statement on my own about the project, about how I felt about it, and then you guys can make an ending statement, and we will wrap it up. Would that be okay for you guys?
Yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate you, Lopes.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Okay, now, and again, this is not a speech. It's not something that I write it down and I say it to every AMA. Um, with all the honesty, I know the question has been asked, or maybe it hasn't. In regards to your competition, personally, I think you are the first to try something like this. You have the experience, you have the knowledge, you've already developed another token, which was a meme coin, but still, nevertheless, you have the experience of a launch. So the usual rookie mistakes, no hard feelings to everybody out there. These can easily be avoided. You have advisors. I think you have the full package. Now, the only thing that's probably missing, or we hope that it will play in your favor, is the support from the investors for the people to realize that what was shared today and eventually more can be feasible, achievable, and it's a solid project. What I always advise people, of course, along with I'm not financially advising you and do your own research and stuff like that. What I try to what I implemented for myself and I try to advise people to do is to try and think outside the box. Because you see a token, I'm going to use this one as an example, and then I'm going to end it. I don't want to make too long of a comment. You see it and you're thinking, okay, so basically I can flip coins, I can do this and that. But other 50 coins had more utility. Okay, look at those charts. Think about it. What were they missing? Because they tried it out, but they did it, at least in my opinion, and the chart reflects it. They try to overthink it and overdo it. Sometimes, and I think this is the case, the simpler it is, the better it is. I think it's appealing to the community. You guys got me. I love it. And I thank you all for the opportunity, for the project being shared here in Phoenix. It was a pleasure. And now I'll give the floor back to you guys so that you can make your ending statement.
All right. So yeah, great comment. So basically, just to conclude our BSC flip thing, the idea is double or nothing. That's a simple way you could say it using a coin flip. You either double your money or you lose it all. But everything is provenly fair. It's 50-50 chance, and there's so many variables that can be put into place and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's basically it. We have a great amount of mods and stuff like that are. So the people that weren't able to ask questions, I guess.
Just hop in our chat and go.
Just hop in our chat,
away.
and we are constantly doing VCs every single day on the BSC Flip chat. So
yeah, feel free to pop in there.
Ask a question if you didn't have a question answered today. There's always tomorrow. So
and please, guys, we feel free to definitely join our follow our socials. Join our Telegram group. Our private sale just closed, but our pre-sale is going to be on April the 11th, pretty much right before launch. And we're expecting that to fill in probably a couple of minutes. So we're giving away whitelist spots all throughout this week. And you guys will definitely be wanting to hop in our group and possibly get a chance to win one of those whitelist spots.
Exactly.
And we have a lot to come for this project, guys. Like we have I wish I could announce a lot of the stuff we have planned, but I cannot at the moment. So I am very, very, very excited. If you guys cannot already tell from how long we've been talking about this, I could go on and on for hours about this project, about what we're doing, but sadly we got to wrap this up now. But yeah, I just want to say my goodbyes. Thank you so much to everyone for joining us in this AMA. I had a really great time. Thank you, Alex, also for having us. It's been an absolute pleasure of mine to be able to take my time out of my day to be here, because you seem like you have a very, very strong and solid community. And I'm glad I could share my project with you guys.
Yeah, and of course, if you have any concerns or stuff like that, or stuff that hasn't been answered, or stuff that you're a little bit unaware of, that wasn't mentioned in our AMA, feel free. Even if it's criticism, we love the criticism. We want to make our project as perfect as it could be for the investor, because it's you guys. It's obviously in the end, it's you guys that are funding this entire project. So yeah, feel free to go to BSC Flip chat, ask questions. What do you don't like about the project? What do you like about the project? And yeah, thank you so much once again, Alex, for having us. It was a pleasure having us talk about our project to your amazing community, and you guys had some great questions. So yeah, thank you everyone who asked questions.
Yep. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Alex, for hosting. Sorry I couldn't be there for more of it. Had a few different technical difficulties, but as always, it's a pleasure speaking with all of you, meeting you guys. And if there's any way I can help you, join the Telegram chat or shoot me a DM. And I'll be glad to help anybody and everybody from here.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, you guys. As I've said, the project is definitely reflecting a lot of hard work. So we here at Phoenix, we appreciate that you guys took the time to discuss to us. Thanks to everybody who attended. Much love from my side, and I hope everybody has a great night. Talk to you soon.
Nice presentation, Crypto Fox.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Take care, guys.
Take care, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.